He's an Italian.
Yes.
Oh, sorry for the delay.
Vito.
Oh my God, sorry for the delay. How's every? Oh my God, what a night watching those debates. I thought I actually screamed at the TV. I said, this is torture. This is torture. I'm gonna eat somehow. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get Netflix and I'm gonna turn on Ratchet and get some comic relief. That's what I did. If I want to see people battling and killing each other, I go, what is this, Jerry Springer show? This is ridiculous. Okay. And I came back at the end, I must say, a highlight at the end. And you may not like Melania, but she wore the most beautiful pantsuit. I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
It was that's for me. And a white blouse. She looked so good. She'd almost be good enough for our show. All right. Really, I could give her like 3 minutes of jokes. Thank you. Comic relief. Speaking of comic relief, we have a great show. Everybody's a little crazy tonight, but we're a lot of fun, and I love everybody. I love you all, and I love the hostess with the mostest, Miss Jean Kim. Yay! Where are you?
Yay! Hello, everyone. So welcome finally to the Gladys Simon Comedy Party, autumn full moon edition. Yay! So you guys all saw the comedy show last night, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean the presidential debate. Same thing. I mean, that thing had more one-liners than a Rodney Dangerfield act. One of my favorite lines was when Biden said, "Mr. President, you're a Putin puppy." I think that line would go great on a T-shirt. I'm what you call a Trump dyslexic, which means that I paid $70,000 in taxes last year, only $750 on my hair. The opposite of what they said Trump did. Apparently, he spent $70,000 on his hair on the Celebrity Apprentice. And what is that? Is that $1,000 per orange follicle? So in honor of the debates, I have to bring out my Biden picture. There I am. In 2010, and right before the photo was taken, Biden leaned over into my hair and breathed deeply.
Nice.
It was one of the highlights of my life.
Lucky.
So last week we were broadcasting from Atlantic City.
Yay!
Yay! And I'm not a big gambler, but what I do like are the slot machines with the full sensory immersion. Like it has a 3D sound, the pretty pictures, especially the vibrating seat. I mean, when that thing jiggles, I barely realize how much money I'm losing. And it's kind of how I like my steakhouses, a little more feminine with a lot of foreplay. You know, sexy cocktails, huge seafood hour with a lot of oysters. And all leading up to my big, great, big beef ingestion. So on that tingling note, folks.
Yay!
Yes, Queen.
What do you guys think?
Lovely.
So I was going to start with our birthday girl, but I'm not sure she's here yet. So let's start with, is George Saltz on? He was on before.
Yep.
Well, I think he
I
collapsed.
think
here.
George is here.
George is
Oh,
here.
George is here.
George. George.
Yeah, okay.
George.
Here is
Okay.
George. George, you're here. Open your eyes.
Hello.
George.
From the
Okay.
George,
dialysis
open your
room,
eyes.
From,
George.
where is
George,
it?
open your eyes.
Westchester Nursing Home, Mr. George Stokes.
Yay!
Like I say in my act, they always put me on first. They don't think I'll last the whole evening. Very true. When Biden heard about what Trump's on his, hair preparation, he said, "That's nothing to sniff at." I just read that Hooters is going to have some stiff competition at the company, and they're really worried about it. The name of the company is Snatches. I've been complaining for a long time since I've been on dialysis that I have trouble sleeping at night, and I've been trying to get proper medication. I've become insomniac buddies with Gladys every morning, and she's telling me all the shit that she takes, and I've been trying them, nothing. I spoke to my psychiatrist friend, and he said there's a prescription that's very good. It's called trazodone, and he said it really works. It's been on the market for a long time. And he said, but there's only one side effect. In fact, he had a couple of patients, male patients, that they have an erection that doesn't go down. And I said, what do you think keeps me up at night? Let's see. I finally, ever since the COVID-19, there's been a lot more sex in the senior residences, and most of it is oral sex, but you don't see it statistically because it goes under a different name, Meals on Wheels. And, they even have a senior bar, and the other night I went over there, and there was a senior lady there, and we each had our cocoa with a little spritzer on it, and at the end I said to her, "Your place or mine?" And she said, "Oh, let's go to your place." And so we went to my room, and we did what comes naturally. And in the middle of housekeeping comes nuts and olives, and it was terrible. And it's what psychologists call naptus interruptus. Anyway. Just an old joke now. A previously used joke. I grew up in Ardsley. I didn't grow up, but I spent a good 40 years there. And the people there are they're rather well-to-do, and they drive fancy cars, and they have these fancy dogs, like the Labradoodles and the mini Cockas and all that. And it gave me the idea to have, to breed a group for money. And for the purpose of all these Jewish nursing homes that have a problem, that it seems as if right after breakfast, there's always one of these little old Jewish men that goes for a spazier into the woods, and he gets lost, and he's got to be rescued. And I'm breeding dogs for his purpose, and it's been successful. The name of the dog is a Goldman Retriever.
Yeah.
So close.
Oh. It's just your bandwidth is low.
Yeah.
What?
Your bandwidth is low, George.
Yeah, George,
Oh,
you
is
need
it?
to get a better setup there.
Okay, what? Is this better?
I know.
$90,000 a
Oh,
month.
I get
You
it.
know,
Okay.
you pay, George, you're
For
freezing.
$90,000 a month.
You're gonna get on the
That's
show. You gotta
Oh,
get
I'm
on.
freezing now.
He's not freezing. He's got rigor mortis.
Oh, boy.
No, he doesn't.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I gotta
told
give
I
him
was
some,
frigid. Yeah.
I gotta talk to him later tonight, and I will, you know.
He's got his
Give
eye
me
on
Teach him how to
right?
do better, right, Gladys? You'll teach him the computer.
It's not rigor mortis, it's dial-up
I will
internet.
give him my,
Okay.
no. We talk every night, you know.
We do. Yes.
Yeah.
George,
Yes.
We're gonna move on to our next comic, George. And
Okay.
come back.
Hey,
Okay.
George.
Very good. We gotta talk about getting a new, we'll all chip in. Get you a
Yeah.
new setup there.
He's back. Yeah.
George.
Yay, let's hear it, George.
Yeah.
Superhuman strength. Yay.
Woo.
Okay, so coming
Okay.
to the screen is my beautiful co-host, and that is Miss Gay LaRoe.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello,
All
everybody.
right, gay.
Hello. And I'm also your timekeeper. Everyone gets 3 minutes except special guests, and I will shake my tambourine. But now, on to the jokes. I would like to talk to you about super spreader events. Yes.
Why, do you have some quaaludes?
I feel as though my high school prom was a super spreader event. You know, I was thinking about super spreader events I've been to, and Gladys likes it when my hair gets poofy. Look, I put on rhubarb lipstick, and I did my hair for Gladys. I know where my bread is buttered, people. Ow.
I could do it better.
Yeah, she wants me to go to her
Yes.
house. Gladys wants me to go to her house and have her do my hair and makeup. That sounds to me like the worst fresh kind of hell that anyone could ever propose to me. That sounds worse than being tarred and feathered while naked in Barbados. But let's get back to the super spreaders. No, it's true. It's so funny because like everybody's into the middle of the COVID and we're all like, you know, we're like 6 months in and we're not really caring and everybody's kind of getting sick again. And like right there's someone in an airport. That's how much they don't care during the show. But I've been smoking a lot of weed. I've been doing a lot of edibles. That's why I'm hearing something from AI coming over my loudspeakers. No, I don't know. But I miss you guys. I can't believe Gladys hurt her thumb. I can't believe she's fucking eating hot dogs at her age. But I love hot dogs. I fry them up in butter. Come on, look at this complexion. You don't get this red Irish complexion unless you eat a lot of hot dogs fried in butter. You know, that's what you got to do. Dean has a pacemaker. What the fuck? He can eat 100 hot dogs fried in butter. It's just going to come out anyway. It doesn't really matter. But he really, just today, but I really want to talk about food. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. I want to look right down the hole and I want to talk to you like Joe Biden talked to us last night. America, we can get out of this. You know how? Fucking the virtual bouncer turned me on to Marino's Cherry Italian Ice. Key Food has it for $3.68. These little nuggets of cold gold. My mouth is red for weeks. Marino's.
Oh.
So
Nice job.
I know I have that Gene Simmons tongue. I'll figure we'll talk about that next week. But I'm telling you. So Tony's like in passing, Gladys and Gene and I, we do like 85 prep calls for this 3-hour ordeal. And he's like, the best food you can have are these like Marino's Italian Ice, and you flip it over. Oh my God. It's like ambrosia. Mm-hmm. It's like food of the gods. You flip over this Italian ice and it's like shaved ice from Hawaii with all the cherry sauce. I'm telling you, because Dean has the pacemaker and he's been eating a lot of hot dogs, there hasn't been a lot of sex. I've been eating these fucking things 6 a day. 6 a day I'm eating them. They're really worried about it. I had to actually get a chocolate one and a watermelon. I ate all the cherry ones at a Key Food. So I just want to tell you, pay attention to the virtual bouncer. And if you have a boyfriend with a pacemaker, let him eat a few hot dogs.
Wait.
My name's
Hold on.
Dave. We're going to have a great show. We're going to be on till midnight. Yay! Go blue! Go blue!
Well, yes, let's hear it for Gayla Rowe, folks.
Woo!
Yeah.
Are you not going on?
I also love my hot dogs and my tubular meat. Yes. So, is Ziggy Susser here? Because this
Yay!
guy has a bird and a COVID pro that's like the envy of the town. Oh, there
on
he
my
is.
phone.
Let's
and
hear
it's
it
on
for
my
the very funny Ziggy Susser.
Hey.
Okay, Gladys, I just want to know, do you eat Hebrew National?
Oh, okay.
Love.
Congrats.
Oh, send me a package, not yours.
Ah.
I want a big package.
You're not gonna go on. I'm gonna eat it.
You know, every week, Nikki says that I played Geppetto in Pinocchio, and I was thinking that if Nikki played Geppetto, something else would be
Why do you
popping,
feel
getting
lousy?
longer on Pinocchio. By the way, my bird is the one making this noise, so it's not me and stuff. Anyway, I
So you need oil.
I really got new hearing aids.
You got your card back.
And I still don't understand Gladys. But
Is there a monkey on the show? What is that?
No.
I got them on Ears Are Us.
Somebody
And,
sent us an old bed.
It's pretty expensive. So I said to them, I could get a lot cheaper at Costco. And they said, yeah, but you have to buy a dozen. And the guy who sells it to you will probably be in the fish department in the next few minutes. So you're not getting exactly good treatment. I had mentioned that I stopped going to therapy, a little while ago. And one of the reasons was that I had been going there 4 years, and then all of a sudden the therapist, gives me a questionnaire to fill out. And I did pretty well. I got person, woman, man, camera. I just missed out on I just missed out on TV. So I guess I'm not presidential, which I'm happy about. I'm very happy about after last night. I see her taking notes. It looks like she's taking notes sometimes when I'm having therapy and stuff. And all of a sudden she says, I'm learning Yiddish. What's another word for schmuck? And I said, someone who's paying you. So at one point I saw Freudian, and I was lying on the couch and stuff. And I don't know why I did this, but I said absolutely nothing. The whole session, I did not talk. And she didn't talk until I would talk. So she's saying nothing, I'm saying nothing. 45 minutes are up. She says, okay, we're finished. I pay her. And she said, I really think you got very far today. Hold that thought. Let's continue next week. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I didn't want to forget it. So I didn't talk that whole week until the next week. And she wasn't very happy with me. She said, I was like all her other male patients. When I got up from the couch, I wouldn't put the cushion down. Anyway, okay, that's my time. Thank you very much. I'm very happy you guys are here, all safe and sound, and just stay well. And I hope to see you next week again. And thank you. Thank you.
Ziggy!
Ziggy!
Oh, and good therapy. Where is Isabella? Isabella Kiddo. Is she here?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Isabella, you're next. The very funny Isabella Quiroz from Florida.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm really excited to be here. We're in my panic room once again. This time my panic room is my dad's house though, so it's a little different. I came here to my dad's house because my mom told me that if I wanted to stay with her, I'd have to start cooking dinner for her. So I came to my dad's house where I can starve myself to death in peace. So I'm here at my dad's sister wives' house, but I'm actually still here with my sister mom, Amy. And my dad's actually out of town, so you guys know exactly what we're doing, right? We're going through all of his stuff, of course. So I know I don't want to get too political or anything, but I also don't want to do comedy over Zoom for the rest of my life. So I'm assuming everyone here watched the shit show last night, right? I mean, tape or chit show, same thing, same difference. It was arguably the worst thing that I've watched on TV since the finale of Game of Thrones.
One of the best.
So after 6 straight months of streaming TV without any ads, like never in my life have I wanted to watch a commercial as badly as I did last night. I never thought that would happen. Felt like it was going on forever, kind of like these midnight comedy shows we're doing. So Trump kept making fun of Biden, like for graduating at the bottom of his class and whatever. But I mean, like, really, like, that's a hell of a lot better than graduating at the top of clown college. So, I mean, like, clown community college at that. But, you know, like what Michelle Obama always says, when they go low, we go, will you shut up, man? I swear, that's it, politics-wise. Actually, I wrote like 2 monologue jokes that I just kind of wanted to say because they made me chuckle. So we have the first one where there was a new poll out in the Hill yesterday, and the headline was Biden edging Trump in Georgia. But all this time, I thought edging was still illegal in the Bible Belt. So my mom didn't think people would get that. I had to explain edging to a 50-year-old woman that was very disappointed in my life.
What is it?
What is edging?
Oh no!
You have to describe it to old
I don't
people.
know what that is either.
Please look it up.
We're old. We're old.
I just found out what
Oh
fluffing
my God!
was.
Phone a friend.
Come on, what's edging? Let's
Yeah,
go.
what is it?
You should Google it.
Yes. Or gay.
Edging.
Explain it.
Oh, is it being edgy?
It's being edgy.
Oh.
Is that like a
No.
manscape?
Oh,
Please
yeah.
ring the tambourine. Get the
What happened?
Okay, well, there's the tambourine. So, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, 45 days before the most important election of our lifetime. I got to get the fuck out of here. Thank you.
Hey.
I know what it means.
Thank you for making us
Who knows
feel
what it
old
means?
there.
Send me a text.
Okay, somebody look it up.
I did.
I
did edging.
Yeah.
Edging?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Oh, come on,
Hey,
please
it's
tell us.
basically about orgasm control is what it is. That's what it is.
Do you mind?
It's like
Oh, I see
tantric
it.
sex.
Thank you, Terry Ann.
Thank you, Terry Ann.
I
do what I can to help.
Alone or with the partner, it involves the maintenance of a high level of sexual arousal.
All right.
Thank you, Debbie.
Boy, when Debbie says it, I feel it.
Debbie? Yeah.
Is that like what David Carradine did?
At the Brett Kavanaugh hearing. When I found out about daisy chains and
Moderator on the line, please.
So David Carradine did it wrong.
Yeah,
think
David
his attorney-
Carradine did it wrong.
He did it
I'll
wrong.
Get this show rolling.
Yes.
I'll take edging for 1,000.
Hi, Gene.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hi, I came late.
From the left coast. Where is she? Is Linda Marcus Smith here? Oh,
We
there she
saw
is.
her. She's here.
Okay.
Linda.
Beautiful Linda Marcus Smith.
Jim and I could talking about her.
Hey,
Hey, Linda.
All right, now shut up.
Yeah, God damn it.
man.
Watching the debate last night, oh my God. I remember the good old days when Trump was a verb and we were all just biding our time. What's Hey, Dale. I'm the great pretender, pretending that I'm winning. That's what I gotta do. I just turned 21.
Hey.
And again, I turned 21 3 times, and if that isn't winning, nothing is. 21 times 3 plus 6. I'm not gonna lie. and a white drunk heckler lady yelled out, "You look good for 69." And I was like, wait, that's a backhanded compliment. That's like all the white men tell me, "You look good for your age." And that's why I like black men.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they know how to give good compliments. That's what they give. Good compliments. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, the hipsters, they tell me I look amazeballs. Wow, that isn't winning. But I don't know what to do with amazeballs. It's got balls in it. I can't Google it. Besides, they check your hard drive right after you kill your third husband. So I'm winning because of Forever 21. You know, the store where all you cute young girls like Gladys get those adorable clothes. So if there are any men out there my age, they're not looking at me, they're looking at Gladys. I hate that store, Forever 21. They told me that I can't go around saying I'm Forever 21. Can you believe it? I said, yes, I can. There's freedom of speech. And they said, okay, but we didn't know forever was going to last that long. And when you come in our store, you're paying triple, bitch. You know what's a bitch? I'm winning because you know what's a bitch? Karma's a bitch.
I can't even do that.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you can talk later. I got a time thing. Karma's a bitch because they went out of business like Blockbuster and Toys R Us. They're gone, and I'm still here. So who's winning? Me. That's right. And there's no takeaway in this set. And anytime I'm not taken away in an ambulance or a squad car, winning.
Yay!
Linda!
Linda!
Thanks, you guys.
You're
All
on
right.
mute, Gene.
Gene, you're muted.
I am.
Gene was muted.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's hear it for Linda Marcus.
Linda!
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're going to Staten Island for the Lone Wolf. Where is
Yay.
the very funny Lone Wolf? Is he on?
I'm on now.
He's on!
I was running real late today. I had a lot of trouble with the phone. I don't know if anybody ever got something called rooted on the phone. It's like something that gets in and it just messes you up. So I have to take the whole damn thing, crash it and everything. Oh, well. How you guys doing?
Good!
Hey,
you
great
look good.
debate yesterday, huh? Reminds me of divorce court. Amazing. Right? True, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't know who to yell at. I was going to slap the shit out of both of them.
Yay!
I got to say, though, you know, when he's telling you, yeah, people got sick at your rallies, he says, yeah, there was 45,000 people. Would you have 3 at yours? You got to admit, Biden is safe. He keeps only 3 people there. But it is funny. It's funny on both sides. But, yeah, it was stupid. Let's put it that way. The whole thing was stupid over there. Needed a damn referee over there. But let's see. What happened this week? What happened good this week? Well, we celebrated Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. I fasted for my 25 hours, and I ate like a pig after that. So that's why I'm only showing you my head. I don't want to show you the rest of me. Oh, God. Yeah, it was a crazy day today. I can't even say I was rehearsed. I was mostly running around taking care of the phone with all the other problems that I had. So as you can see, I'm right now in the kitchen, okay, at the back end of me over here. Who's talking over there? What was that? Somebody talking in the background there? Yeah, huh? Let's see. Want to tell you a couple things over here. How many people are cat people here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? You want to meet a nice girl with 16 cats?
How old?
No.
No, too many, huh?
Now, how old?
What?
How old are the cats or the girl?
No, her. I don't care about the cats.
Oh, she looks great. She looks great. Let me put it this way. It was my ex-wife. Let's put it that way. But there was too many cats in the house. It got too damn crowded. And then, you know, people think, oh, you're kidding, you're kidding. It's not a joke. When I took pictures of it, you really live like that? Yeah, but you know what? It is what it is. She lives like that. She enjoys it. Those are her kids. But I mean, you know, when you got to make provisions for them, you know, you got to have a cat litter box, right? You ever see a cat litter box the size of a cement mixer? It's the truth. Big tubs I had to bring into the house. And, you know, we had like maybe 300 pounds of litter in it to take care of all of them. And mostly the shopping was probably about 4 dozen cans a week or more. I mean, I was getting back trouble just lifting up all the litter and all the cat food we had to bring into the house. And the thing is, she trained them later to use the toilet, but it was our only toilet. You know what it's like standing behind 23 cats pointing to the back of the line and you got to pee in the morning? Unbelievable. I remember when I said I had enough of them because I told her when we moved in together, separate them. We don't want any more. She didn't understand what I said. She separated them stripes and solids. So that was kind of a situation over there. I heard that tambourine. Why don't you get a harmonica? I like that better.
I'll get one. I'll buy a harmonica.
I like a harmonica.
I'll get one.
What else can I tell you over there? Anyway, we're still friends, though. That's the main thing. Because I'm a big animal lover. I have 2 stray cats here that I feed. And occasionally a raccoon that comes by, I'll feed him too. But yeah, what else? Well, you know what? I'm going to give it back to the room, and I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to more debates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept it clean, Gene. I kept it clean. I was nice.
I appreciate it.
I was nice.
Let's hear it for the lone wolf.
Hey, Gene, I love the hair. You look. You did great. Jeannie, I like how your hair came out. You look great like that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Looks really good.
I sat in a chair all afternoon. Just for you guys. Yeah.
It looks great with the earrings and everything. It looks really good on the screen.
Oh,
God.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting more time.
Just for that, you're getting Biden jokes.
So keeping the show moving along, our next comic, I think he just came back from a big trip. I'll let you tell us about it. And that's a very funny Jim Maywald.
Hey,
Jimmy!
What's happening, everyone? Yes, I was surfing with some knucklehead buddies of mine, and yes, I am too fat to surf. I know that's what you were thinking in your head, you son of a bitches. You know what I was fantasizing about? I was fantasizing about just creeping into whoever's house had that television on. You know what I mean? You'd see me in the background behind them, and just taking that TV and just smashing it over their head, you know? And always, maybe that's a little too far. I don't know. When I look at the panel, I think if about 30 of you guys got hit by a bus, I might be the brightest guy in the room. I'm not sure. And Gene, you do look great. And Gay and Gladys, I'm ready for Charlie's Angels 2.0. It looks like you guys could get that going, you know? I don't know. You know, do you ever get the idea like you could turn anything into you just take it a little too far? My wife was in the basement, right? And I'm standing at the top of the basement steps, and I kept saying her name. I said, Julie, nothing, right? No sound whatsoever. So immediately I thought, well, she's probably dead. You know what I mean? She's laying down there. Do I know CPR? Is it 1 breath? Is it 5 pushes? I don't know. How am I going to get, you know, where are the bank documents, the whole thing? And then she came in the front door, and I said, I thought you were downstairs. And she said, no. So it's like when I get on a plane, I think they're going to have to ask me to fly this son of a bitch. I know that's going to happen, you know? Just start eyeballing people up like terrorists. He's going to be no help. She's going to be no help. That's probably bubble butt. That's explosives in her ass, something, right? I'm going to eat the tuna. Everybody else is going to have the roast beef. You know, I flew a chopper in Saigon. I'd have to lie just to be able to fly the plane. And then I'd have Jim Wallace talking me into the runway like he was trying to get Gladys to, fix her computer. I want to be around when Gladys tells George how to get set up on this whole thing. That's gonna be like the Indians telling the Eskimos how to make a cave painting. Well, you see what you do. You eat a shitload of beets. That's the key, right? And then don't worry about the next day. Your prostate's fine. But when you shit those suckers out, get that up on the wall right away. It'll be around for thousands of years. Just one last thing. Gene, was Joe Biden helping the others off the refugee ship, or when was that picture taken, for Christ's sake? I didn't see any preservers or anything. Well, that's my 3 minutes. I love each and every one of you sons of bitches. Peace be with you.
Yeah.
Good job, Jim.
Let's
Good
hear
job.
from Jim Babel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah. Here's a picture of me and Joe Biden again.
You can hardly see the life preserver. It's unbelievable.
Where's Jeannie? Where's his hand?
Well, why do you think we're both smiling so big? Okay, where is our next comic? The very funny Helene Witt.
Here I am. Here I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a picture too. It's my class, my second grade ghetto class with Hillary Clinton she happened to be at City Hall, and I took a picture with her. She had just become whatever she was, senator, and she wanted a nice picture with inner city children because she thought that would show that she was politically correct. And this one little girl in the front, she's standing like this, like a tiny little second grade girl. You can't see me, but she's like folding her arms like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You know, they can care less. Anyway, I didn't expect to start with that. Gladys says, make sure you know your opening line and have it be a killer. Well, you might not know me, like Stacy, you don't know me, but I'm not the love child of Barry Manilow and the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Too soon, Stacy. Now, I changed the joke, Stacy. I changed it to the love child of Barry Manilow and Wilma Flintstone, because I'm friggin' old. That girl thought 50 years old was old for her mother. I'm 71 years old. Ida, Izzy, Isabel. Oh, my goodness. So I'm telling you, it's crazy. You know, I noticed that Natalie Levant is here, and she's over 80, of course. Not of course, but I think like much more, I'm saying she's an elder of mine. I look up to her. She's from Philadelphia, and George is missing. So they're both on the screen, but they're empty. Their chairs are empty. So I'm wondering, what are Natalie and George doing right now?
Yeah.
And somebody
Now what they're doing, they're
said,
sleeping.
Exactly. One time we thought George was just laying there with his eyes closed. If anybody thinks something happened, I could call the assisted living where he lives, because I worked the papers up really well. So if anything happens to George, guess who's going to have you over for steak that night? Because it costs a lot. So he does not live in this nursing home. Whoever thought that, no. It costs a lot of money where he lives. So anyway, that's not what I came to talk about. I'm talking about the Zoom synagogue. I went to Rabbi Jill. Oh my goodness, you know, one of the Ritz brothers' great-granddaughter was there. You can see in the Zoom anybody famous. And Rabbi Jill hit us up for the bucks, and Bob Greenberg. Right when she said Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, Bob Greenberg, the funniest guy who does Laurel and Hardy, had to hit us up for the bucks. He said, how do I follow that? Oh my God, I'm the comedian. I got to hit you up. That's not funny. So there was now, you have to understand this, Nikki, if it's not too boring. I go to two synagogues. One is so Hasidic. They don't touch a microphone. All they do is pray 24/7. So on Yom Kippur, it's like Christmas for them, you know. And then I go to Rabbi Dill. She holds the microphone. She wears jeans. I mean, on Yom Kippur, they break for lunch. I'm telling you, it's a real Reform synagogue. They got the Friars Club, Sophie Tucker. They don't worship Moses, the Ten Commandments. No. Well, anyway, like I said, it might not be that interesting to Nikki. It doesn't sound too interesting. But then Rabbi Jill says,
I love it.
Anytime. She says, She says it's hootenanny time before we go to take our sins and throw them on the West Side Highway, into the Hudson River. She says, so-and-so, Shoshana's going to play the guitar. Well, Shoshana tuned up, talked about the grandmother. She loved her grandmother. The song was written for grandma. And you know what? By the time she started her hootenanny, we never got to take our sins and throw them in the West Side Highway. So I'm holding on to all my sins. Not really. And then they make you pray, Nikki. They make you pray, and Stacy, they make you pray for all the sins for the year. And they go, I screwed my neighbor's husband. I gossiped. I undermined. I perpetrated. I stole money. I talked about people. I was cynical, sarcastic. And as soon as you're done with this whole list, what do you think happens? You start over again, and then you get to come back next year. That's why people don't like Jews. That's something.
Let's hear it.
I got the tambourine, the hook. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
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 She's full of sin, and and she's atoning for them. What else can I tell you? So, moving to the West Coast, we have the very funny, as always, Mr. Nicky Paris.
Nicky! What's up, everybody? Hi.
Nicky!
Thank you. Hi, everybody. All right, so let's talk about these fucking debates last night, because honestly, it was pure torture, and I watched 11 seasons of Modern Family. Like, this was the first time I've seen people relentlessly talk over each other and not call it a podcast. I'm not voting, honestly. I'm just getting Astroglide because we're fucked. I'm just hoping for the best. First of all, I love Ziggy. I want to say that publicly. And I was not expecting him to call me out during his set. Out of all the people that I thought would start a fight with me, I didn't think it'd be Ziggy. I'm a huge fan. Ziggy, every joke I make about you, it's an homage. I call it art, really. I have to tape a set right now, so everybody just pretend you're excited to hear any of this material that you may have heard once. You do the same joke. Everyone, Ziggy, I made that joke twice about turning your bird into a chicken wing, and I'm very hungry. So I repeated the joke because I was so hungry that I just wanted a little nibble out of your bird's wing. All right, so first of all, let me just say something. If you're one of those people that calls me and is like, let me tell you a story, don't call me. Okay, don't call me. I have a friend that all she wants to tell me about is her grandparents' life. I'm like, would you mind skipping to the part where they pass away? You know, I have a scar on my arm, and I'm very upset about it because it all started when I went to a taping of the Ellen DeGeneres show. I don't want to get into it here, but like, I think it's so hilarious that you can't look Ellen in the eyes because they say that the eyes are the windows of the soul, right? What are we going to see? Portia's pussy? Flannel, you know? A double-sided dildo? Stop it. I'm aging. I'm 27, which means 12 years ago, Chris D'Elia would have thought I was hot. You know, people are shocked about, can you believe Chris D'Elia is a predator? He played one on you. Yes. Yes. Okay. I haven't seen authentic acting like that since John Travolta played a woman. Oh, you know, what about everybody now? They think everybody wants to molest their children. I have a friend, she will not post a picture of her daughter online. She goes, I don't want a child predator to see Ruby. I said, I think you're giving Ruby a lot of credit. She's like, aren't you concerned that someone's going to take my baby? No, she looks like you. She'll be fine. I promise. Thank you. I'm so desperate to find love that I tried to catch the bouquet at someone's wedding on TV. So that's, you know, I'm tired of hearing about love. You know, they got engaged. Oh, they met on birthright. When are we going to celebrate single people, right? Yeah. What about Teresa? Yeah. What about Teresa, who sits on her fist every weekend? When is it her time? When is that UPS man finally gonna fuck her? I'm waiting, and we need your prayers. Thank you. I have a friend that I'm friends with on social media, and she's an amputee, and she got her, I swear on my life, she got one of her legs bitten off by a shark. And at first I was like, wow, this is like really inspirational. 3 years later, after seeing all these posts, I want to find the shark and be like, why'd you stop? My family is insane. Nobody talks to each other. My mom now has 2 sisters that she doesn't speak to, which really got me thinking, how can I get my mom to stop talking to me? Thank you. I was very insecure growing up. I always heard a voice in the back of my head that said, don't grow up and be gay. And it was my dad's. I feel bad for all these kids that have to get homeschooled. My mom said to me, what would you do if you were their age and I had to homeschool you? I said, pray for a school shooting. Thank you. I'm wrapping it up, I promise. Okay, so I really love all these Karens that go crazy on social media. And what I've really learned from these videos is that white people really don't know how to dress. I mean, it's disgusting to call somebody the N-word, but to do it in a BB t-shirt, you know, I'm not trusting the opinion of somebody who hasn't been to a mall in 10 years. Okay, how about that? You know, Cops got canceled after 33 seasons, which is not what they meant by defund the police. You know, I want to let you all know that I'm very vulnerable. I've actually slept with a few members of the NYPD. Yeah. Yep. I've screwed more cops than an iPhone camera. And, you know, it's a bad time to be a cop, but I think cops are like penises. Some are big, some are small. Some are good, some are bad. But most will try and choke you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I blew the light so much. I'm making a reel of all my Zoom shows, which is really sad in a lot of ways. Thank you.
It's good. Nikki. Woo.
I don't know when you're going to be invited over to Ziggy's house, but he might be a
hates me
little
now.
apprehensive. Yeah. Well, I know because
I love him. I love Ziggy.
every time I understand because every time I go over to my friend's house, her poodle goes under the couch. They always hide from me. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. So where is the crochet queen here? The knitting queen. The very funny Debbie Baza.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Baza.
Thank you, Jeannie. Oh, I never looked so good. I look just like Christy Miller.
Better.
How's my lighting? Am I lighting all right? Okay.
Lovely.
I'm a little depressed. I just found out I can't get married for a 4th time. I'll lose my widow's pension again. And a lot of you don't know, I'm still living with my ex. It's divorce Bronx style. I'm up here and he's downstairs, but we share the house. And this week he was eating dried pineapple and he was choking. It's true what they say, you know, because at a moment like that, you got to think quick, you know, and he's like this. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, this could all be mine. Of course, I gave him the Heimlich. I had to. We made eye contact, you know. Afterwards, I thought about it and I said, why do I have to be there? You know what I mean? Like, I'm upstairs and he's choking and I hear, boom. His fat ass hits the floor. I wait 45 minutes. I go downstairs. He's laying there like this. I call the police. Right? You don't get opportunities like this. Right? You know? And the thing is, all through my divorce, I was hoping we would work things out, you know? So we got the divorce, and I was still hoping we were going to work things out, and I made it that we would share the house, and the survivor would keep it. And I think what my mother would say to me if she were alive, she'd say, Deb, you zigged where you should have zagged. Do you know what I mean? Like, just ignore it. But that friggin' eye contact, that's what it is. I need to get my arms around his fat ass, you know, but I yeah, it's not easy, not easy. I'm trying to date, but dating's not easy when you're living with your husband, you know. So they want to know, where do you live in the Bronx? Don't worry, you're not coming over. They all tell me what good they are, you know, that I should come over. I've been married to 3 fat Italians. You know, I don't know how to cook myself. Oh my God, it's not easy, not easy. And you know what I noticed too? Like, I'm at my age, I'm starting to speak up for myself, right? Maybe a little too much, but I am speaking up for myself. And when a young, beautiful girl speaks up for her, they say, look at this. This is a young, modern girl speaking up for herself. But when you're an old bitch, it don't come out the same. You can't talk. Is that, because every week is different, is that the time? Is that 30 seconds? Is that get off? I don't know.
30 seconds.
Oh, it is 30. But I'm going to use the 30 seconds because everybody else does, right? I admire people that just go over the light. They just don't even, like some people like themselves so much, they just don't give a shit about anybody else, right? They could be, and they might not even have anything with comedy, right? You got to have the time and be funny, your material. And they just talk and I think to myself, who the fuck? That's my time. Thank you very much.
Debbie! Oh my God. Great set, Debbie. And, so next coming to the screen, we have a staple of the room who's returning to our room virtually, and that is the very funny Jim Wallace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, in the
Look at that.
kitchen where you belong.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Gene. Thank you. I'm Jim. I need this. Yeah. All right. In my high school Spanish class, you got to pick a nickname, a Spanish name that you would use and you get called for the rest of the year. And my smart ass buddies picked Alfonso and Alfredo. And the teacher retired on the spot. You could see it. She was like, Alfonso, could you read that out loud for the class? He'd be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm Alfredo. Alfredo, could you read that out loud to the class? No, I'm sorry, I'm Alfonso. Fuck you kids, I'm out. I don't think, you don't get that lucky in life. You can't pick your own nickname. You know what I mean? You got to earn it. You don't just get to decide what you're going to be. I knew a young woman one time who had a party, took a poop in an empty bathtub. Yeah, she didn't get to pick her nickname. She's shit Brina now. Yeah, I said that in front of strangers. Shit Brina. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best nickname. It's all we had. It's all we could come up with. To be honest, like, it's not like she took a deuce in the fountain at Yale. Okay. This was Indiana University of Pennsylvania. That's a school. I know that because that's where my buddy Alfonso went to college. Or maybe it was Alfredo. I don't remember.
That's good.
I hope you guys are doing all right in quarantine and everything. It's hard. The hardest part about quarantine for me is grounding my parents. Real rascals. A lot of back talk from those two. I just gotta put them in their room and tell them if they're good, I'll let them watch MASH. I'm keeping in touch with friends on Zoom and all that. That's good. I got a buddy who every time I've called him for the past 30 years, 9/11, COVID, doesn't matter. He thinks I'm calling to tell him I got the herp. Like, hey man, we're locking down, we're wearing masks, we're doing good. He's like, what's the matter? You got the herp? Yeah, everybody's got that shit, sad boy. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you guys having me and everybody having me here. There's nothing better than this. Sex with one of those Westworld robots, that might be better than this. I do some weird shit to one of those Westworld robots. I don't even need a good one. I don't even need the whole thing. I mean, I bet eyes are expensive. You know, save some money, Westworld scientists. Just give me the old one. All right, guys. I think that's my time. Thank you very much. Great to see everybody.
Good job. Good job.
Yay!
Yeah. Woo! Woo!
Nice
Yeah.
kitchen.
Well, the best way to
Gladys, that's how you do it.
Cute.
Yeah, the best way to tell if you have the herp is if you're doing the herp walk. I don't know if you kind of go like that. Yeah. But our next comic is very, very funny. She's the strongest female comedian in the world, and that's our special guest, Christy Miller.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fucking exciting. The best part about this show is I'm finally not the oldest person in the Zoom. I'm fucking happy. I'm fucking great being around all the Golden Girls and the fucking Walking Dead in here. Jesus. No, 2 weeks ago I turned 50.
Woo! Baby.
That was traumatic enough. And then doing it in quarantine is even worse. I really want to kill myself. Like, I really want to kill myself. But the best part is that no one got to see me turn 50, so I get to put it off for another year. So I'm 49 again. But turning 50, it's weird. It's weird when you get old. Like, turning 50 is like, I thought, oh, I'm not going to feel any different. But now, like, I feel like I'm 50, you know? Because I kind of feel like the MTA. Old, falling apart, and ridership's down to an all-time low. Oh. Oh, but it's like, it sucks, too, because, like, when you're 50 and single, and I don't have any fucking cats, no thank you. I don't even touch my own pussy. I want more running around the house. Get out of here. I'll just get a bunch of weenie dogs, you know what I mean? Anyways. But it's weird because, like, you know, you're 50 now and guys, you know, don't look at you the same anymore. You know, it's like now I'm finally too old to flirt, like, you know, with guys that are Nikki's age, you know, 13. And you know, it's creepy. And I don't want to be like Chris D'Elia because I don't even have a show yet to lose. I gotta I want to wait till I make something of my life and then ruin it that way. Because if you're going to go to jail for some underage dick, at least, you know, go out in style. But, you know, because like young girls nowadays, you know, young girls, you know, they're so hot and sexy and the pussy's tight, you know, and clean and well manicured, and guys are always trying to chase the pussy. They want to crush pussy, you know, I'm going to go out and crush puss. You know, when you turn 50, it becomes a vagina. There's not a man on the planet that's going to go out and want to crush vagina. Bob, you want to go to the bar and crush vagina? No. Vagina. They're like, no, I'm gay now. I don't want to fuck Caitlyn Jenner tonight. No. Her pee-pee's bigger than my pee-pee. All right, fuck that joke. But it's true because, like, I'm 50, but I do like younger guys. I don't fuck men my age. That's disgusting. Do not. No. Calm down there, Woody Allen. It's okay. I know. I like younger dudes because, you know, they still know how to fuck, you know? It's like, you know, they could still get it up without the use of a Viagra or a fucking chairlift. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to spot the dick to hold it. All right, you up? All right, cool. Let me sit on it while I try to hold it at the same time. It's impossible. I'm not flexible anymore. I'm 50, you know? So, because, like, the only thing hard on a guy my age is arthritic hands, you know? With that. Not fun. Doesn't feel good to grab by the pussy. All right, fuck that joke too. What else did I want to work on? All the young girls in here, like, do and some of the men too. Do you guys still get dick pics? Do people still send that shit? I take that laugh as a yes. Perfect.
There you go. A very small camera.
It's a petite camera.
It's right. It's all the angle.
Yeah, it's all on the angle, honey. And if it's, you got to get it right up close, almost smash the dick to make it look like something. But girls always like complain, oh my god, I get dick pics. Oh my god, that's so disgusting. I don't fucking get it. They get to send their dick pics. I don't understand. I don't fucking care. Bitch, hang on to those dick pics. Hang the fuck on. When you don't get dick pics no more. Because men our age don't send dick pics. They can't even take a selfie without looking. I think men my age taking a selfie, it looks like them trying to find their dick. When you know, so what do guys send you when you're 50? They send you words. They actually text you fucking words. And not even good words. Just fucking stupid words to try to like relate. Oh, you work out? Well, yeah, I got out of bed today and, you know, my back wasn't hurt. So I jumped down and did 10 push-ups. I was feeling really strong. Fuck yeah. And then I went out for a walk and went to the CVS and got, fuck you, shut the fuck up. I want you to text me words that say, I'm going to pound you so hard your neck snaps in the headboard. Words I want. I want a back pain because of that. I want you to fuck me so hard, I need a Doan's pill. All right, I heard the tambourine go. I got to get out of here. I love you guys. Mwah.
Hey, Miller.
Woo!
Hey. Okay, so our next comic is Mark Helfgott, my neighbor. The
Mark!
Helfgott.
Yeah. Yeah, it's me.
Oh, there
How
you
doing?
are. Okay.
How you doing? It's a thrill for me to be here once again to show you how bad my life is going. This is the fucking highlight of my week. This is I look forward to this like I used to look forward to sex. Now it's I hope I can get on before 9:30. This is my stupid life now. Thank you very much, Gladys Simon, who called me at 9 o'clock in the morning today. Thought I was a doctor. Yeah, I can't make the appointment, Gladys. Yeah, I'm Gladys. It's not a doctor. It's Mark Helfgott. Oh, do we have an appointment? No, we don't, Gladys. I'll see you. That's the deal. So they got indoor dining now in New York City again, which is great because now I don't have to eat all my meals on the fire escape. I'm very happy about that. So I found a restaurant that was actually a kosher restaurant. It was that was actually open. I don't really remember the name. I think it was like Jews R Us or something. So I go in. They serve me a meal that would be turned down by the Donner Party. Okay, unbelievable. And all the Jews in there, they're all sitting there like looking like they were gonna die. They look like Schindler's B list. Okay. So you know, I have been trying to lose weight, and so I went on one of those intermittent diets, and I don't eat for the 8 hours that I sleep at night, so that's working out very nicely. Yeah, you know, and you want to know who won the debate last night? Anybody who didn't watch the stupid thing, that's who won the debate last night. So I was in Facebook jail a couple of times, and let me tell you, it's very rough in Facebook jail. A guy I knew in there was gang raped 3 times, so it's very bad.
Yes.
And Donald Trump with the whole thing with the taxes. Okay, let me tell you. I think his taxes were done by H&R Block, his record. And my life is very, very sedate. I don't move around. As a matter of fact, I've been moving so slowly lately the NFL wants to hire me as a card book cutout. Thank you very much. You can see those lines on Facebook. That's it. My dinner has arrived. I love all of you. And now I must leave and say farewell. And I want to thank the virtual bouncer, Tony, otherwise known as Bobby Carnival, for helping us out. Thank you.
Mark.
Good appetite.
Let's hear it from Mark Helfgott.
Yeah.
Mark. Okay, now I understand what I'm seeing on that fire escape when I'm walking around the corner. So
No, I don't have to eat there anymore, so it's good. The pigeons get the leftovers. It's very nice. All right, I want to get out of here. Please take the camera off.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye,
I love you all. You know I love all of you.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Mark. Okay, so where is Steve Bello?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Let's hear it for the funny Steve Bello.
Nice to be here. So as a lot of you know, I've mentioned it before. I'm a big fan of the Holocaust. I mean, learning about the Holocaust. I used to watch all those weird History Channel shows, like, you know, when they start to run out of ideas, and they had shows like Ghosts of the Third Reich. Me and my buddy's favorite was one called Hi Hitler. And it was a show that just talked about how much crank Hitler was on through the whole World War II. All this footage of him like all twitchy, like watching like those parades, and he's like, ugh. And it just got me thinking after watching the debate last night. I can't wait for the Hi Trump documentary where we finally find out what he's been on.
Yeah.
I think it would be a cool promotion if some pharmaceutical company would send you like a pills cocktail in the mail, and you could be the same level of fucked up that they are as you watch the debate. So I love to clean, and that's a perfect match for my wife because she loves to make a mess. She cooks a lot, and she always cooks like she's on one of those TV shows where, you know, somebody rang a bell and you had to take your hands off the pots. But it's you know, it's not that bad because I like to relax when I'm washing the dishes. But now she's concerned that I'm relaxing too much. And I said, you know, it's not my fault. I mean, she's Thai, so she cooked one, you know, small meal of food, and that yielded, you know, 4 pans, 2 dirty food processors, 6 knives, 5 dirty cutting boards, 4 cooking spoons, and 1 like, how quickly can you clean all that? So I mentioned my wife is Thai, and Thai people have like the most unique names in the world. Like they all have long government names that are like 45 or more letters, and I think they like it just you know, because they don't have to use social security numbers, and just to make every John Smith in the world feel like shit because, you know, you got a country with 80 million people and nobody has the same name. But because of the long names, they go by their nicknames, and like the women's nicknames are usually something simple, feminine, like Jade or Raindrop or Sugar or something like that. But when they come to this country, they don't use those translated versions because, you know, if a woman introduced herself as Sugar, you would assume she's there for sex work or something. So they use the Thai versions, but like some women, like, you know, they got it bad on both ends because one of my wife's friends, her name means crab in Thai, and a woman named Crab, that's not going to work. But the word for crab in Thai is poo, P-O-O. So obviously she's not going to be poo. And now I found a new thing that like some Thai people just have English words as their nicknames, and I felt like an asshole because I got introduced to this woman. Her name was Cake, and I'm like, oh, Cake, what does that mean? And she's like, you fat ass, I bet you know what cake means. And then I met this other dude, his name was Arm, and he's like, it got so bad with nicknames around the time I was born. And he had a buddy, and this would be George Costanza from Seinfeld's Dream. His buddy's name was just 7, the number 7. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, let's hear for Steve Fallow.
Good job, Steve.
Yeah,
Good job,
I
Steve.
mentioned this last time, but my dancing name is Jade. So. So we have a very special guest, and that is Mr. Eric Newman. He just finished his second comedy album. So let's hear it for the very funny Eric Newman.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you, Gene. One more time for Gene, everybody, huh?
Yeah.
This is how I'm in an Uber. I'm in an Uber. Back from a rooftop show. This is how we have to perform now. This is how we have to perform. I told my mom that stand-up is phase 4, and she goes, "I'm so happy you finally admit it's a phase." Man, the lighting's so bad in this Uber, you just heard that one on audio, but that's fine. By the way, that's a Long Island Jewish accent, in case you're wondering. Both my parents are Jewish. Turned out to be the only thing they had in common. You could laugh or cry at that joke. Either one is appropriate. A lot of anti-Semitism going on right now. Let me get out of this Uber. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the first joke of my set. Here you go. A lot of anti-Semitism going on right now, and I only agree with most of it. I was walking out of my building the other day, and I saw my doorman, Mark. I'm only telling you this to let you know I have a doorman. Doing very well. I was walking out of my building. I was like, "Hey, Mark, how's it going?" He goes, "Not so good. I just got suspended from Facebook for 30 days again." The second he said again, I was like, "It's probably his fault." It's a pattern, Mark. Why did you get suspended? And he goes, "I just posted a quote. It was a Hitler quote, but it wasn't about the Holocaust or anything. Just a regular quote." I was like, "Oh, just a regular inspirational Hitler quote?" Just a feel-good, uplifting Hitler quote? True friends are always there for you. Adolf Hitler. No, you can't. It doesn't matter what it is. And then he got defensive. He was like, whoa, my wife's Jewish. I'm like, yeah, she's probably the one who reported you on Facebook. So that was my quarantine experience. Quarantining with Mark in my building. Everybody had a different quarantine experience. That's what I've realized. Like, we all did this together, but everybody still had a separate story, you know? I was like my buddy who's 18 years old, he's my cousin actually, but I call him he texted me a few weeks ago to tell me that he walked in. He's like, "Yo, dude, I just walked into my parents having sex. So gross." I'm like, "Why? That's healthy, you know?" I always walked in on my parents not having sex. That was concerning. like 20 years married, still making love. That's amazing. Me and my girlfriend stopped having sex 3 days into quarantine. There's something so not sexy about always being around. You're always around. I swear to God, day 3 of quarantine, my girlfriend goes, "So what do you want me to do?" I was like, "All right. I want you to bend over, put on your shoes, and go outside. Just go outside for 20 Look, my cousin should feel lucky his parents are having sex. And if he has to walk in on them every once in a while, small price to pay for family happiness, don't you think? You watch 1 second of sex, and in exchange, you get to go on relaxing vacations? I'd take that. I'd take that deal. I'd have my eyes taped open Clockwork Orange style for a relaxing vacation. Look, it's important for kids to know their parents are happy. That's why when I get married and have kids, I am only having sex with my wife when I know we're going to get caught. Exclusively. Like, my wife's going to make a move on me in the morning, like, "Hey, Eric, the kids are at school." And I'll be like, "All right, well, when they get home, you're going to get it." Put on some romantic music and unlock the door. We're doing this. Look, I don't know what it takes to keep a marriage together, but I've been in relationships and I've learned a lot in relationships. Here's one thing I learned: whatever insecurities you express to your partner throughout a relationship will then be brought up to you again at the end of a relationship. Because my ex-girlfriend was always reassuring me. She's like, you're not going bald. That's not your hair thinning. That's where it parts in all different directions. I swear to God, the second we broke up, she was like, go die alone, you bald fuck. That's my fear, man. I'm so scared to go bald. I'm really scared. You know why? Because baldness is the #1 way people describe someone, right? It's just like, it's a fact, right? Like the other day, my friend was like, yo, Eric, guess who I ran into the other night? I'm like, who? He's like, George. I'm like, which one's George? He's like, you know, George, like bald, 6'1". I'm like, yeah, I know George. I feel like the worst tragedy could happen in your life and baldness would still take the priority. It'd be like, yo, Eric, guess who I ran into the other night? I'm like, who? He's like, George. I'm like, which one's George? He's like, you know, George, like bald, one arm. I'm like, I didn't even notice he had one arm. He's just so bald. He's got one arm. Listen, you learn about a lot. Everybody gives you advice about dating. That's the annoying thing. Like, this is the one my friend's been telling me for 10 years. He goes, Eric, you got to meet a girl before you become rich because then you'll know she really loves you. He goes, look at LeBron James. That was the example he used, LeBron James. He goes, speaking of baldness, right? He goes, LeBron met his wife in high school, right? So you know she really loves him. She dated him before he was LeBron James. I'm like, yeah, but it's not like there weren't signs. Becky, you'll never guess who just asked me out. You know the guy LeBron who's 6'9" and averages 85 points per game? Yeah, the one who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 14 years old. Yeah, I think I'm going to roll the dice on him. I know, it's a long shot. I'm going to go for it. I have no idea what he wants to do for his career. I know for fun he likes to hop over school buses. But for a career, who knows? I'm a huge NBA fan. Kobe Bryant's my favorite player of all time, man. I miss that. Oh, I love Kobe. The day he died, man, it was such a sad day for me. It just hurt me so much. And this comic guy saw that I was upset. And he's like, Eric, you're right. I was like, the Kobe thing, it just hit me really hard. And then he started being condescending. He's like, well, did you know him personally or something? I'm like, no. He's like, so why are you so upset? I'm like, one thing has nothing to do with the other. For example, I know you personally, and your death wouldn't affect me at all. Yeah. Man, you guys have been fantastic. Sorry about the Uber thing and walking and doing it like this, but thank you so much. You were a great crowd. And comments, keep going, keep killing it. Thanks so much, guys.
Yay! Woo! Eric!
I'm so impressed how you're able to navigate and tell funny jokes and walk at the same time.
I know.
That's got to be a skill set in itself.
Thanks, Gene. Thank you. Thanks, Gladys. We love you. Guys, one last thing. I'm so sorry to interrupt one more time, Gene, but honestly, Gladys is the fucking best, and I really, truly hope you appreciate her. I've known her for 12 years, and she's absolutely the best and so smart and is so knowledgeable and can really teach everybody everything. So I just want you guys to really take that seriously. And I'm sure you all know this yet because you come to these every week, but she's the best and I love her. And just keep listening to what she says.
Thank you, Eric. I love you. I love you. Eric, can I tell you something?
Eric Newman has a great voice. Eric, you need to sing. You have a great voice.
Oh, no, I'm not going to sing that.
You should just keep walking to 63rd Street, apartment 5L. I'm very horny. You don't have to make a commitment.
I know. That's why. Gladys, a 20-block walk is a commitment.
I'll send an Uber.
Hi, Laura. Oh, hold on.
I love you, Gladys.
Love you. You look adorable. You're gorgeous.
You too. You too. I love you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Don't say anything.
Let's hear for Eric Newman.
Eric.
Why won't it start the video? I don't understand.
Who's talking?
I'm talking to you. You don't see?
Start the video.
I don't see the video. Celeste Jennings.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Oh, there she is.
Hi, how are
Okay.
you?
Okay, so I guess Celeste's just going to
There
be
we go,
going
there we
next.
go.
A party with
It's
my
her
friends.
birthday.
I'm the
And look
sauna.
how ageless and funny she looks.
They asked me to do a guest spot, so my friends are throwing me a Zoom party. So they don't know what's going on. They can hear me, but they don't know what's going on. I've had two. I can't stay because I gotta go jump on this party with them because I made a drink. I just came back from dinner with my family. But I want to say, I am now older. I am a woman of a certain age. I don't want to say how old I am because anytime I tell people my age, especially white people, they go into anaphylactic shock. They're just like, no way, you can't
Especially
be that
white
old.
people.
Especially white. They're like, you're taking the black don't crack just a little too far. Like, it's just, and I'm not saying, no. And I'm not saying, I'm here. I'm here. Just give me 1 second. I'm doing two things. Look,
Wait.
my friends are.
Come on, it's your turn to dance.
My friends have no idea what the fuck is going on. They're like, wait, we're drinking over here, but you're talking. They can't see me, so I had to log out at some point. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how go to the chat. Oh, okay, hold on. I will go to the chat. Oh, okay, so I want to just be right. I want to thank, I just had a great night. It was a fun pandemic birthday party. I'm at, people like, how old I'm coming up with clever ways to say how old I am. I'm at the age where like going to pee feels like starting a car in the wintertime. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, let me go. I'm old enough, like I'm at the age, like when I go to my high school reunion, like the guys in my class are on their second wives and their kids are like as young, their youngest kid is as old as their grandkids. Like that's where I am in life. I am, it's hard. I am, I'm like, actually though, oh, here comes my dog. Here comes my fucking dog.
Yay,
Anyway, listen, I wanted to say thank you, but I Pumpernickel, say hello. Say hello. All right. Well, I wanted to thank you guys. Everyone thinks she's a boy. Boy dogs. People never think dogs are girls.
All dogs are boys.
She's a Tom dog. Not like worms that they can just regenerate themselves. They can't do that.
We're not judging her gender preference. It's okay.
I'm just saying she's fluid. That is the nicest non-binary dog I've ever seen. But I'm gonna say this, and I gotta go. No, Pumpernickel is a black dog. She's so black though. She knows not to kiss me in the mouth. That's really where we're at. Right?
Not in the mouth.
I don't do that. She's like, even she knows. All right, I gotta go. I want to thank you guys. Woo!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy
You seem
birthday.
younger than ever.
Stick your thumb in my eye. That's my eye. Celeste, did you just stuck your thumb in?
Oh, look who's here!
Bye, gay. I gotta go.
Bye. So there she is. Okay, next coming to the screen is our German, Veronica Lubitsch.
Veronica!
I'm here just in time to give you more inspirational quotes by Adolf Hitler.
Good.
To be fair, the saying, true friends are there for you always, is pretty inspirational and probably the nicest thing he said. Yeah, Gladys always likes to bring me in when things are tense. And after that turducken of shit, there was the debate yesterday, you know, some crazy shit inside some bullshit, inside some holy shit. And we could all use a bit of that famous German levity, so. It seems to be a theme of the night after Celeste and Christy, because I also feel very, very old. And I can see how the world is changing and it makes less and less sense to me. So I now have to get used to the fact that eating veal is disgusting while eating ass is sexy. To me, that's bizarro world. I mean, baby cows are very cute, but they're also very delicious. But what the hell is sexy about putting your tongue right at the sewer pipe of the human body and praying the butt owner is a thorough wiper? At all. And millennials, you are obsessed with ass play. Well, I'm old, so eat shit because I should. There are a gazillion different names for ass play, some of which are very misleading. It turns out the popularity in Pornhub of tossing the salad is not a reflection that Americans make better food choices. The same Americans are not getting their cars winter ready when they get a rim job. Mechanics. Unless they're, you know, girls in a sexy car mechanic outfit with the zipper rolled up. I've watched a lot of porn, okay? It's been quarantine. But I have to say the most misleading slang term that's shit related has to be dingleberry. The first time I heard the word dingleberry, I thought it sounded Christmassy, you know, like sugar plums and mistletoe. And it's like, let's smooch under the dingleberry and then dingleberry pie. Yeah, turns out kissing a dingleberry has a very different feel to it. Oh, like I said, I'm not a millennial. I'm getting too old for this shit, literally. And as a German, I have to say, learning American slang is very hard work. And all your abbreviations are really not helping either. It just seems disrespectful when you walk through a cemetery and then you read RIP on the headstones. RIP is not the sound of someone resting in peace. It's the sound of farting to let one rip. And it doesn't seem cemetery appropriate. And once again, it's all about the ass with you guys. But and the same with soldiers who are Mia. They don't sound like they're taking an action. They sound like an Instagram influencer. Hi guys, I'm Mia, and I'm here to tell you about my amazing CBD candles I have for sale.
Oh.
So yes, I heard the tambourine. So I wish you all a very dingleberry Christmas. Dingleberry Christmas is non-denominational, so all my Jewish friends, dingleberry Christmas to you as well.
Yay! Yay! You look
beautiful.
Yeah, you look great. I love the earrings too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Let's hear it for Veronica Lubitsch.
Yeah.
Dingleberry Lubitsch.
Yeah. Dingle.
So where's Richie?
Right here.
Richie. Yeah. Oh, he has to go to bed early because he's a postal worker.
He's there.
Let's hear it for Richie the Head.
Richie! Yeah, it's my favorite little hat. You know, I'm getting really, really popular doing all these Zoom shows, and these girls all over, they're banging on my door, knocking on my door, screaming, "Let me out!" Yeah, but I want to tell some of the guys here, I just learned something this week recently. Escorts do not prorate the hour. You know, done in 5 minutes, you pay for the whole freaking hour. You know? And I keep getting these penis enlargement emails to buy penis enlargement pills. And it boasts, it guarantees me 50% increase in length. I said, oh, right. 3 inches. I could be 3 inches. You know? And you know, I miss going to the city. I used to go to the city, I used to go see a lot of plays in the city before the pandemic. So one of my friends goes, Richie, if you like to play ABBA, the music of ABBA, go see Mamma Mia. You'll love it. I go, so I looked into it. So here's the story of Mamma Mia. A young girl wants to get married, but she wants her father to walk her down the aisle. So she says, Mommy, who's my daddy? Only to find out her mother is a slut who had unprotected sex with 3 men all at the same time. That's not a play. That's not a musical. That's Maury Povich. You know? And then I always want. I like singers. I want to date a singer. I want to date someone like Taylor Swift. Because when we go out, she breaks up with me, I get a song. You know, I'll be driving out here on the radio. He's so short and bumpy as hell. He's so weird, but I love him, but he does it so well. Yeah, that's about me. Yeah. And you know, one of my friends the other day gave me a piece of chocolate. I love chocolate. And so one of my friends gave me this piece of chocolate at 8. He goes, guess what? I just gave you X-Lax. And I go, you're shitting me, right? You know, and I believe I'm 100% support of the BLM movement. BLM, Bumpy Lives Matter. Really, you know? And they're doing a lot of reboots. They just started to do this. They're going to remake Saturday Night Fever, but they're going to change it up a little bit. It's going to be a Jewish-based Saturday Night Fever. They're going to call it Sabbath Night Fever, and it got all the songs. You're going to hear songs like. How deep is your guilt? How deep is your guilt? And the other song, more than a goyim to me. And then I can't have you. I don't want nobody, baby. He said, and you should be fasting, yeah, fasting. And a few more songs were A Fifth of Manischewitz, Temple Inferno, and my favorite one. Oi, 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 staying a Jew, oi, 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 staying a Jew. All right, it's been a great 3 minutes. Back to our host. Thank you.
Richie!
Hey, Richie. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, our next comic is from Staten Island, our Puerto Rican brother, Jose Diaz.
Jose!
Que viva Puerto Rico. I want to thank Veronica for reminding me of my greatest fantasy to get my ass eaten out by somebody that just finished eating a cherry merino icy. Especially the sticky gooey part on the bottom when you turn it upside down.
The best part.
You know, Gay, back in the day when I lived in East New York, those suckers cost a nickel. Those were great for us kids that were poor. Just figured I'd share that.
That's 1,000% increase.
Now it's like, I don't know, you got to pay $6 for the 6-pack, right? By the way, you talked about frying frankfurters in butter. What kind of nasty shit is that?
Oh man!
I would much rather have an Italian sausage fried in lard, because that's the way you do it.
That sounds good too.
Thank you for that. So, you know, I was watching the debate last night, like most of you people here, and you know, I was wondering when they were going to take it behind the barn and have a slugfest, because they were in Cleveland. Weren't they doing that debate in the barn? You know, and I remembered when I was doing my degrees that people talk about on my back wall there. I got to remind you that it's back there. That the key to a good debater is knowing both sides of an issue, not both sides having issues. You'll get that tomorrow. So Halloween is coming, right? And we're probably not going to be able to have Halloween. You know, and I was just going to buy Razor Blaze and X-Lax. Halloween was never one of my favorite holidays because there were 5 of us, right? There were 5 kids, so we could never afford costumes. We could barely afford the nickel for the chalk. Now you guys don't get this because if you grew up in New York City, we used the chalk to make the skelly court, and then we crush up the rest of it in my father's funeral socks to chase all the kids that did have costumes on and hit them with the sock. It's a visual you'll see. That's why you noticed all these kids had like blue powder dust all over them. It was us with the socks in East New York. Anyway, Halloween has to be the nastiest holiday. You ever see people bobbing for apples, especially kids?
Yeah.
Right? There's spit, there's snot, there's face, there's mask, and they never grab a fucking apple. The water is just you ever see the water after that? Looks like Puerto Rican mop water.
Oh.
Ah.
We could never afford, like I said, we could never. Jim's looking, holy mop water. All those nasty little kids bobbing for, who invented that shit anyway? A witch? So, I never dressed up for Halloween. Like I said, we couldn't afford the mask. But one time, a couple of years ago, I went to Fulton Street in Brooklyn, and I bought all this material. It was black material, and I bought 2 yards of it, and dressed up like the Grim Reaper. I don't know how well that costume would work in 2020. I gotta go. You guys have been great. Thank you.
Jose Diaz.
Jose.
The wallet for apples and COVID water.
Oh.
Man,
So, Rob Sajou.
I'm here.
Coming to the screen is a very funny Rob Sajou.
Robert!
Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you so
Robert.
much. Hey, guys. So, yeah, I love doing this. I love doing Zoom comedy. The only thing I don't like about doing online comedy is doing comedy on Instagram Live. You know what I mean? Like, that's it's so dumb to me. Like, the only response you get from the audience is a laughing emoji. I think that's so dumb. You know what I mean? That's like comedy sexting. I don't see the point. It's like, what's up, girl? How you doing? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, what is it? Is that a laugh? Ooh, what you gonna do with that laugh, girl? What you gonna do with that laugh? You better stop playing. You better stop playing. You gonna get this P? You gonna get this P? This punchline? So yeah, another thing in Instagram Live, there's also a like button that you can tap to let the comics know that you like the joke. You know, like I've gotten a lot of those. But then again, it could have been just Michael J. Fox having an attack. You know what I mean? Like it's tapping on the button nonstop. You know what I mean? Like, hello, McFly. I like people with disabilities. Like I think they should all be treated equally.
Yay!
But it's unfortunately it's very difficult to do that. You know what I mean? And like, if you tell a normal sized person, can you do me a favor? Can you go to the kitchen cabinet and get me a box of pasta? You know, you can't tell that to a midget. You know? Like, oh, what you gonna do? Can you just climb your way up to the sink and then work your way up? Like, you need a ladder, bro. Like, you need some. It's like telling King Kong to climb the Empire State Building. It's not gonna end well. An amputee, somebody who has no arms. You can't be like, yo, can you give me a hand with something? Also, someone who's blind. You could tell a person like, oh, I'll see you later, but they can't say it back. You know what I mean? Even a person in a wheelchair. It's you can't tell a person in a wheelchair, can you do me a favor? Can you run to the store real quick and give me some milk? It's not gonna happen. And don't judge me. I have a friend who's in a wheelchair. He likes all my jokes. You know, he finds them funny. You know, because I always have him rolling. My wife is very interesting. She's very like she follows the guidelines of social distancing, but unfortunately she takes it too seriously. You know, like her and I are like having sex, and when it's time for me to come, she's like, back up 6 feet. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Back up 6 feet for what? You know what? I'll give you more than 6 feet. I'll give you way more than 6 feet. Then I'm like, I'm coming, and she's like, what? I'm like, I'm coming. Turns out I was too far. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Yay, Robert! Woo!
Thank you.
Good job, Rob.
Let's hear it for
Thank you.
Rob.
Big Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Good job, Rob.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a lady of the evening. You know her and love her. The great Gladys Simon.
Yeah. I didn't know I was on next. Oh my God. my finger is, I took off the little bandage, and the blister is getting bigger, and my finger keeps throbbing. Does anyone have anything that's throbbing? It's so annoying. Just so fucking annoying. I can't, everything happens to me. I have to stay out of the kitchen. Bob used to say, stay out of the kitchen. You're a disaster in the kitchen. You can't do anything in the kitchen. He said, you don't even know. I never, when I moved into the city, it was like an oven. There was a spot. I put my jeans in, my sweater, and I had everything in the oven except pots and pans. And I really didn't understand what an oven was. And somebody told me I had to cook something. I said, well, what do I do with the oven? What goes in the top and what's the bottom? And I didn't even understand that the top was called the oven. But what's the bottom called? That's not the oven. No, that's the broiler. So the whole thing is in an oven. So my friend sent me a book, Know Your Oven. And I burned the book. No, really, I am learning how to cook. Really, it's really horrible. So Isabella made me think of orgasms when she did the bit.
Yeah.
So I thought of vibrators, and I thought, and this time in my life, but no. And then I'm always thinking of like inventions, like I like a back scratcher. I'd like an electric back scratcher. And I was thinking of a good thing would be, for women like me who have nobody, we're lonely women. I thought of a good type of vibrator because I think we could use some more nuclear energy. And I thought of a vibrator would be powered by nuclear energy. It would be a nuclear powered vibrator. And I would call it the Hiroshima Tickler. And I thought it would be for like women who wanted the thrill of the lifetime, but just once. I know. I mean, I don't know. When sitting at home, it's not good. I become addicted to Ratchet. I've been watching that movie on. Did anybody watch the series, Ratchet? Yeah. Oh my God. It is so violent. I don't know why I'm addicted to violent people having their legs and arms cut off, and really suffering. And there must be something at me, must be a sadist, I think, because I'm really enjoying it. But it gets lighter because it's very lesbianish,
Cool.
And, yeah, I was really shocked because Sarah Paulson and Cynthia Nixon, they fall in love. And, I was watching them and I thought, well, they're really attractive. When do they kiss? And then, it was the build-up, and I've never seen two women kissing, and I thought of the show, and I thought, well, if I was forced to kiss a woman on that show, who would it be? So, I mean, I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided, but it would be one of you. Well, not one of you. I think I'll go to somebody else that I know better. And I'm losing weight. I've actually lost 8 pounds, and sadly, my breasts are getting smaller. And I really it's so disappointing because at one time when Bob was alive, he really. I don't know, he got very busy. I don't think he was that interested in me. And when he met me, I was flat-chested. But as the years went on, my breasts got bigger and bigger. And one day I thought, I want to show you my breasts. Just look at them. So I went into the bedroom and I opened the top of my pajamas. And I said, look, Bob. He goes, shh, go away. I'm watching the end of Game of Crowns.
Oh, God.
So I ordered pizza. I say, fuck it. Someone's got to see these boobies. I open the door. There's the pizza man. And I open my blouse. And he looks at me and he goes, the nice lady, but you still have to pay for the pie. Really sad. I'm all alone. And speaking of older, I'm older than anybody here. I get people writing by Facebook. Somebody says, is Gladys still around? Another person said, is Gladys still alive? Yeah, I'm going to live forever. You know why? Because I have a big ass and a small waistline. And that is the secret. I read online that I measured my waistline, because if it's above 30 inches, it's sure death for a woman. Mine is like 27. So, you know, I feel I've got another 50 years, Will, so to annoy you and keep doing the Zoom, okay? So we'll probably be doing it for George's assisted living. We'll probably be doing it. Yeah, George calls me every night because he doesn't know what's wrong with him. And I said, you're a doctor. He doesn't know anything. He calls me for advice, and I said, well, get AARP. He said, what do I need AARP? I call you, you're up anybody, you call AARP, and you tell me what's wrong with me. So I'm going to charge him for it. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Gladys Simon. Gladys, thanks for the spoiler. You're the one that told me to watch Ratchet, but I didn't know there was all this lesbianism in it.
Oh, wait till you see it. Have you seen the whole thing yet?
No, I have only but one episode.
It's such love that women
Don't
have
tell
for
me
each other.
anything more.
The virtual bouncer will love it.
No, I wish I were a lesbian. I like women better than men. I just don't want to suck pussy. I don't really want to suck pussy. Disgusting. It's enough when I get a hair in my mouth, I want to choke. No.
Whoa.
You know, I don't know. Maybe.
Even after a great merino icy?
No. But, you know, women have such love for each other. They're gentle and warm and giving, and you know, it's like nice. I wish I could get a drug me and make me gay. I would be happy. Yeah, I like gay men mostly, and the men on this show I like. There's a lot of sort of like, I think some of you could be gay, you know. Most of the men here, you know, there aren't a lot of real men on the show.
Oh, really?
Hi, Alan, are you gay? Alan Landis, he's so cute. He never speaks.
That's because I'm gay.
Oh, we need to get something into your mouth that's nice and tasty. Anyway, are we finished? Am I the last one?
You have two more.
Oh, okay. And then we'll go back to the question and answer.
It's not a G-rated show anymore.
No, today was racy.
Yeah.
Racy as fuck.
So we have Lori Brownstone, the very funny Lori Brownstone.
Yeah, Lori.
Yeah, Lori. I never
Hey,
seen her, but I love
thanks. I appreciate it. I only had to wait over 2 hours to get on the show. I had to wait so long that I have to say that edging is great, by the way. I tried it while I was waiting to go on. In case you didn't know that. Please, between, by the way, Lesbian Love is beautiful. Yeah, obviously Gladys has not seen Orange is the New Black. So go and rewind a couple of those and maybe you won't think so. You know, two fists up. Okay. But please, between the ratchet thing and the hypotically name for Gladys's vibrator, please, somebody, for God's sakes, go over there and fuck her. I'm sick of hearing this every week. Somebody go over there. And by the way, but be careful when you go over there, because, you know, I went over there for a haircut. Ziggy went over there for a haircut. Look what happened. Do not let her touch your hair. I don't want to hear about it, Gladys. It's terrible. Okay. Just want to say, Debbie, it's so nice to see you. And what Debbie has been doing is she's been crocheting or knitting, Debbie? Is it crocheting? Crocheting the entire night. And now that I know more about Debbie, I know that she was obviously crocheting a noose for her husband, because she definitely wants that house. So that's what she was doing the entire night. So I wanted to talk about that. Yes, of course, everybody's talking about the debates and everything, but you know what? I don't know why everybody is thinking that debate last night was so bad. I think Alec Baldwin did a great job last night. I think it was really up a little bit, but I think he did a pretty good job. That's all I want to say. What else? Actually had something really scary happen about a week ago. I went to the eye doctor and I had a couple of drops put in my eyes just to check, and I had a reaction, and it blinded me for about 24 hours, and it was very, very scary.
Wow.
Because I got up in the middle of the night. I couldn't even see like the light from my cell phone would be incredible pain. It was awful. And I spent a couple more hours, and I was like, oh my God, it's bad. And then I kind of got used to it. And then I thought about it, and I was up all night. And when my eyesight came back in the morning. I thought, fuck it, I wrote 6 great blind jokes and I fucking can't use them anymore. That was my experience. So if anybody goes blind, I've got some great jokes. Talk about Christy. I love seeing you because I actually, even though I'm not gay. The thing behind you kind of turns me on. The really buff you poster at the back. It's yeah. I'm getting off on that. The whole thing. Look at those breasts. I just want to. I don't know why that was doing it. Jim, it's so nice to see you, Jim Walsh again. By the way, I don't have a fucking clue what you said tonight because. Fuck, I want that kitchen, like Gladys said. And one last thing before I go, Nikki, you said before, you know, how do you keep your mom stay away from you? How does she stay away from you? You know, do that. Just, tell her you're straight and you knocked up Gladys. That's the end, okay? Anyway, thank you guys for having me, and thank you, Gladys, as always, and thanks for the haircut. Thank you.
You look great. You look great.
Yeah,
look great.
Good job.
Lori. I'm glad you
Lori,
can
good
see
job.
again. I'm so happy you can see.
Thanks. That was scary.
So our headliner of the evening is from Long Island, and that's Jake Tempkin.
I'm the headliner. No. So I heard Veronica saying how all millennials like eating ass and almost making it that it's a bad thing. I don't see why it's a bad thing because actually it's like pleasuring someone really well. I think millennials are better than sex, actually. I do. Honestly because of the Pornhub, visualizing, attack. Christy, I think you need to be way more confident. I know you said you're 50, but I think you do. You know what I mean? You're saying how, like, guys don't want you, but, like, I don't know. For people my age, like, it's a dream to get with, like, an older woman. Like, I'm not even... Like,
yeah!
Woo! Send them your address.
Like, yo, I fucked this woman from my comedy show, and then she beat the shit out of me. Like, it was...
Yeah, my vagina could outbench you in the gym, honey.
Yeah, I was feeling a little self-conscious about how I always hear the woman on the show talking about how men are fixer-uppers, but I think that a lot of girls my age are fixer-uppers, right? So I was talking to this girl, right, Victoria, that's her name, and I started to get feelings for her, right? And then she decides to send me a picture of her ex-boyfriend with her. So I was like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you're just trying to make me jealous. And then she's like, no, I'm not trying to make you jealous. Like, what is, like, all right. So I feel like I'm being stupid. She has me feeling like all insecure, like, oh my God, like, should I be saying this? Should I be saying that? You know what? And then the next day she sends me a picture of another guy. So you know what? In my conclusion, I don't think she's trying to make me jealous. I think she's just a hoe. So fuck her. I'm done with her. I know it's a weird transition now, but I was driving today and I feel weird when I drive because I don't get the normal like road rage. Like I'm not someone who like will honk at you and then like give you the finger outside the window. Like I'm someone who like visualize you like driving straight into a straight. Like literally I'll be like someone will cut me off and be like, yo, like can this person just like swerve into a pole or something right in front of me? Like if you died, I probably wouldn't even care. I really wouldn't. I actually like the jokes about how you guys always saying how you wouldn't care if people die. I think it's funny. Yeah, so so thank you for having me on this show, as always. It's always a pleasure to be your headliner. So yeah, thank you guys.
Jakey!
Good job,
Jake
dude.
Tempkin. We're gonna just hear a few words from Hugh Chatfield, and then we're gonna go to our chat. So let's hear it for Hugh Chatfield.
Hugh Chatfield.
I love the COVID because I don't have to listen to Gladys tell me stand up straight on stage. Stand up straight when I get to East 63rd because I'm on West 63rd now and it's only across the park to you. I'll be right there. I'm not sounding very clear. I'll sound more clear now. I am overage dick. So I'm perfect for Gladys. But hey, at least I've got a full head of hair, and it's brown hair, and it's natural hair, and I'm 60. So, fuck you, Gladys.
Oh.
Well, I'll call you later, and I'll say, you up? But I'm disabled, and well, speaking of buses, we get our revenge. We get out. We get off the bus. We take so long. Everybody goes crazy. It's but the debate last night really sucked. I mean, they didn't even have a switch to shut Trump up. Why not? They should have had that. But I'm kind of fucked up because I'm not getting my standards, but I am at least.
The standards.
But that's a joke. Okay. Well, but my fly is open anyway. Get up, can't get out. So it's no good. But I am a grammar Nazi, and I hear one guy saying, "Hey, where did this come?
Okay, we could come back to you, Hugh. Yeah.
Come back for our Q&A, so get ready.
Yeah, okay.
One left.
Go ahead, he's got one
No,
last
he's got
thing.
one more. He's got the killer.
Okay, one more.
Everybody hates the Shakespeare jokes, but I was in a play about Aeneas, but I'm Anus, not Aeneas. But I love the Trojans. Because Trojans, the Anus loves Trojans, yeah. Okay, that's not.
Getting better. It's getting, be prepared for our question and answer.
Okay, thank you.
Yay!
We lasted 4 hours, and we got 1 more hour to go. So, prepare for Gladys Simon.
You know, if you need to get off,